All right, here we are at high school. I kind of love this. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to the Royal Generation of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. It's like 4 in the morning, it's a Monday. I played through Sunday off screen. I was actually going to play through a bit longer, but then I had an idea. We'll get to that in a sec. Edward still has his guests over. I'll splice in some, I did capture the video of it. They went horse riding, they went to the park, they went roller skating because, it's not particularly medieval, but it's the best we've got. And they did that. They met a few different Sims. Basically, it was Sunday, it was tax collection day, and I was really focusing on the boring challenge element of the game where I was having Edward meet a lot of people. Now, a couple of things to note. I did notice that, and they also went to the pub. I did notice the Fae were hanging around. I saw 2 different Fae while he was out and about. He also met a white-haired young lady who's actually a princess of another realm. Her name is Ray. And, he met her. They got on quite well. She's a potential romantic interest. We'll get to that again in future. And the other thing to note was in the bar, that was Bridget, who I think is a grandchild of Vivian. Here's the plan for today. Edward's actually getting ready for school. And we're actually gonna go to school. Oh, so we paid 30,000. That's fine. We got 32. This is his friends panel. Now, technically, enemies also count, but the only person he has a negative relationship with is Octavia. And I don't think this qualifies as enemies. So I don't actually know. There's no tab for enemies here. I think that is an oversight on the part of the Sims. They really should have an enemies tab because, sometimes a girl needs to know how many enemies her Sim has, but I don't think Octavia counts. She is still wandering around. She should probably have been arrested, but in fact, she should probably have been executed. She tried to assault the Crown Prince. She should be dead now, but I haven't killed her. Let me know what you think. If you think I should execute her. Part of me was thinking I'd leave her because if I can get her to be an enemy, then obviously she's worth 2,000 a week for us. But she's not like a proper enemy. My dude, you shouldn't be cleaning plates. You should come in here and getting dressed. Let's get you into some hot weather gear. So this may be insane. We'll see how it goes. I have downloaded a medieval high school from the gallery. It's Onyx 6979. I've literally just placed this lot in the Copperdale High School lot. I have no idea how it's going to go, if it's going to work, how much we can pretend that it's medieval, but we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to actually take Edward to high school again because of the challenge, because he needs to meet lots of people. On Friends of the World, he needs to just get Charisma level 6. I want to try and complete this before he becomes an adult, because once he becomes a young adult, we need to switch to Big Happy Family. Oh, hey, bud, you can have residence keys, Martin. I like you. Your dad's a jerk, but I like you. Operation Win Over the Goths by making friends with the heir is going quite well. All right, here we are at high school on the lot. I kind of love this. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna ignore how he got here. He came on a horse. He was on a horse. Some of these people will have come on a carriage. Some of these people, maybe they walked. So with one exception, who should be leaving shortly if MC Command Center does its job, these are all Sims that I've given makeovers to, and I'm kind of loving all of the medieval outfits. The thing is, it's not super realistic because he would be going to a exclusive school. Some of these people are clearly not from an exclusive background. Rashida Watson here, who's gotten a makeover. We have Damien Smalley, who lives on the Crumbling Isle. James Holding. He's not an exclusive outfit kind of guy. Destiny Stump, whose dad is a butler, I believe. Oh, the principal. Again, this is I think been generated by the game. So there's a couple of Sims here that I haven't given makeovers to. I tell a lie. We have Alessandro and Stella, but I kind of just wanted him to meet people. What are we doing? Eliza here looks like someone who might be of a suitable background, and we have Melanie Assel. So it would be good to meet Eliza, but he's decided he's gonna have some meatballs. But how cool is this lot? I don't know if there's lockers, all that stuff. He needs to learn about the new school from the principal. What does he want to do with Octavia? Become enemies. So that confirms that we're not enemies with Octavia. That's something. She needs some love as well. There's some Sims here that need some love. If I were gonna... Let me know what you think of this. I can go in and give them all makeovers. Potentially it could be a thing for his kids as well. Smart friends are good friends. You just befriended a cerebral Sim. Sure. From Eliza, who didn't even like you. He's like, I like her. She seems responsible. She's like, you're annoying. It's not annoying. He is going to be your future king. Be polite. Oh, there are lockers. Let's see if we can find the principal real quick. We'll have to turn a bit of a blind eye to their outfit. Is that the principal? He's standing out on the street. Obviously, he's been coming here for like a few days now. It's not like this would be the first. Oh, we have graduate early. I actually want him to graduate early, but I'm going to wait until I hear from you guys, because if you're interested in seeing more high school content, it's not going to work. All right, well, I guess he just needs to go to class. Where would class be? I noticed the teacher heading upstairs. Is it this one? This one. Attend maths. Let's not get you detention. Go, 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 go. Stella Albright. We've got Destiny, and we've got Eliza, and we've got Rashida. All girls. Are the school trying to, like, hook him up with someone? Because none of these ladies are eligible matches for the Crown Prince. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he could potentially make class friends with them, and he could even get crushes and things on them, but he's not marrying anybody in this room. So long as we don't look at the teacher or the whiteboard, you could almost imagine this was medieval. I also don't know what kind of lighting this lot has. Oh, they did actually put candles in. I find quite often on the gallery, people will say something is medieval, but then it's full of electronics, like TVs and electric lights and stuff. I assume when people do that, what they're thinking is it's an old medieval building that has been adapted for modern times. All right, what do we need to do? Study for exams. We can do that. Although he can graduate early, so that's actually really good. Angela Pleasant. She actually is nobility tier. She's someone it would be good to know. Part of the reason why I wanted to bring him to the high school was because I was saying in the last part, he doesn't know many teens, and all of the teens he knew were boys. It'd be nice if he met lots of noble ladies, not so he could have a relationship now, but it'd be nice for him to have a love match. He's very likely to get married because of affairs of the state and like not have a huge amount of choice. Angela, let's just try and jog my memory. She actually should be dead, which is a bit harsh. Lilith married into the Goths, and the Goth family has been aged, but Angela hasn't. So what we're going to say, this Angela's named after the other Angela, who was Lilith's sister. Let's say that. I can't age up the whole save, and I have aging disabled, because otherwise all of the work I've done on all of these makeovers would be wasted, and I'd be constantly redressing Sims, and I don't have that kind of time, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, she is actually, again, distant cousin, but a cousin. The red hair in the royal family comes from the Pleasant, part of the Goth family tree. I'm gonna actually have him introduce himself to anybody who is staff, because then what I can do from his friendship panel, I can give them all makeovers. He does need to be friendly with the faculty members. So this actually works out quite well. If you guys are interested in seeing more medieval high school content, either with him or with his kids in the future, me giving these Sims makeovers is actually really important, because the aging being disabled means it will always be the same teachers. Okay, you've met him. Go, go, go. I'll probably give them makeovers anyway, to be honest, because now that they're in the world, it's either that or I delete the Sims. The way I handle this save, if you're wondering, is when the game generates random townies, for whatever reason, because it needs a Sim, they either get a makeover or I delete them. There are two ways it goes. So I will give these Sims makeovers just because I don't want the teacher wandering around my world looking like that, because that is immersion breaking. Oh, we're missing a student. We're down one, guys. We're down a student. We've lost somebody. All right, he did some good work. Oh, Queen Agnes. Why is she would not be calling me. This is Ray's mother. The story with the Everetts, they were actually Sims made by Purple Dragon on the gallery. Thank you so much. They were separate families, and I've actually smooshed them together to make one family. I'm going to say no, because I want to hear from you guys. I just feel like he's probably like 14 at the moment. The next thing that will happen after he finishes school is they'll probably marry him off. I just feel like it's a little bit young. It's just that he's got, if you look at the timeline, I guess, he's got like a week and a half before he becomes a young adult. And that's when the challenge really kind of kicks off. But I'm going to take Edward home. because he needs a bit of care and attention. Love this build. Again, shout out to the creator. Very good. Alright, guys, I thought I'd just let you know I decided to do the makeover straight away before I forgot. So, we have the janitor, he's still Hill, it's fine. I renamed all of the teachers and the principal because I wanted them to have Mistress or Master as a title. So Mistress Coyote became Tia, I just shortened Coyote. Haruka became Haru, and I can't even remember what the principal's name was. He kept the surname, but he's Master Anthony now. So we're going to end up this part visiting another family because I wanted to introduce you to them. We are in a little island kingdom. There's obviously more to it than this, but I've put it in Brindleton Bay and there are limits to what we can achieve. They've got a coastal fortress, which is where they are at the moment. This island kingdom is kind of modelled off the British Isle back in the day. So they've got a strong navy, not a lot of land. I imagine Windenburg is more continental Europe style. So this kingdom is led by Queen Agnes, who's the one who offered us early graduation, and her husband King Klaus. We have their eldest daughter Princess Ray, and we have Fiona, who's the youngest daughter. They don't have any sons. It is a source of concern for them. King's getting on a little bit now, and you know, the Queen hasn't been pregnant in a long time. Oh, the Queen was sitting here, but Fiona's siled her way in. Now, you may have noticed in the montage at the start, Princess Ray actually showed up at the lot where Edward was, and I was just having him meet everybody. She's just come back from a holiday in Windenburg. She was actually there with a delegation that was visiting to meet with the King. The delegation has brought a letter, and I'm actually going to have the King, he's read the letter, and I want him to talk to his wife about it. So he's down here, he's feeling very, very troubled about the message that he received, and she's come down to say, you know, my husband, what is bothering you? You only ever come to this beach when you're concerned. And he's saying, well, I've had a letter from King Gregory. He's asked something of us. And she's like, what is it? And he's saying, you're familiar with Windenburg's war against the Forgotten Kingdom and the vampires. And she's obviously agreeing with that because it's very widely known. These guys have tried very hard to stay out of that war. They've so far been reasonably successful on account of how the Forgotten Kingdom doesn't actually have ocean access. I think there's like rivers and stuff in Forgotten Hollow. It's been a while since I was there, but it's not like they could land an army on the beach and go straight up to Vlad's castle. The king has asked, like King Gregory has asked, if these guys could be involved in the logistics and helping troop movements to get people closer so they're not having to ride along coastlines and all that kind of stuff. And the king really doesn't want to get involved. But this kingdom is quite small and running a navy is very expensive. And King Gregory's basically offering money. So that's what this conversation is about. And they're discussing, do they want to agree? What would they want in return? She's discussing marriage. She's like, well, do we tie the kingdoms together? Is that, do we want to potentially offer, say, our youngest's hand in marriage, offer Princess Fiona? And he's like, well, what about Ray? And she's like, currently she's the crown princess. They're discussing the merits of that. They're discussing the war with the vampires. Obviously, he's talking about vampires right now. And she's talking about frogs. I don't know why. I don't know how Edward would feel about an arranged marriage. He does like Ray. He's never met Fiona. I just thought I'd introduce you to them. We have, obviously, Ray, who was created as the love match, but there's two princesses here. There's some options. She gets on all right with her sister. Her sister's a little bit younger. They were born fairly close together. Their family's basically contemplating if they're going to agree to Gregory's request. They want a lot out of it. They either want large bags of money or they want Windenburg's backing in a more alliance kind of way, which is back in medieval times was usually secured with marriage. So whether Edward gets on with either of these girls, whether I just marry them and then cheat their relationship back down if he doesn't get on with them, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm actually going to end this part here. So let me know what you think of the whole high school angle for the gameplay. The other option is I actually just have him graduate early and we say that we've skipped forward a couple of years and then we move on with the challenge, because until he's married and able to have kids and do the aspiration and all the rest of it, where in terms of the actual challenge mechanics, all I can really do at the moment is have him make lots of friends for money purposes, and that's it. I can't really do anything else. So I'm looking for things for him to do in the meantime. A marriage alliance is an option. Meeting more people at high school is an option. I'm happy to do what you guys want, basically. So let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.